Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on Wednesday, Jordan? That's why she's a producer extraordinaire, because I can't remember what day of the week it is. She's got it right there. We talked groundhogs yesterday. Groundhog Day is coming on Sunday. Got to be honest with you, a little disappointed about that. But because we really enjoy showing off Punxsutawney Phil and the whole groundhog festivities from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. But then we got into all the different groundhogs, all the different celebrations. Still was really surprised that in Oklahoma they don't go with a groundhog at all. 2 grizzly bears at the zoo. Yes. Awesome. And then, of course, Idaho's stuffed prairie dog. Boise Bill or something like that? Boise Bill, the stuffed prairie dog. But anyways, we're leaving the groundhogs behind, and we want to thank Valley Converting for all of their help with the 9-minute Phill-Up. And today we want to thank Mike and the crew up in Toronto, Ohio, over in Toronto, Ohio, down in Toronto, Ohio, wherever you're coming from. You're going to find it. It's the Gem City. It's along the Ohio River. And they will give your paper products a new life. They will recycle it, make it something awesome. And you know what's awesome today, Jordan? Well, you got to turn your microphone on. That would make it more awesome. What's awesome? It's National Corn Chip Day. I don't know if that's awesome or not. I don't know why we need a National Corn Chip Day, but so we're moving on from that. It's also National Puzzle Day. A lot of puzzle people out there. Do you like doing puzzles? If someone gave you a gift as a puzzle, I give my mom and
I probably wouldn't use it.
Really?
It would just sit. It would just sit in the cabinet.
You want to put it together? So if your birthday comes around and I got you a $500 or $500, if I was spending $500,
it depends on what it is.
Okay, so let's say it was I know what you like. You see the because you're a Pittsburgh fan. So if you had, the I don't know if they're bumper stickers or just stickers, but they have like the P for the Pirates and the Penguin head and the Steelers logo, and they're all together, and you put them on the back of cars and stuff. If you had a big puzzle like that, and you could display, you want to put that together?
Like a Penguins logo?
Yeah, like a Penguin, Steelers, and Pirates logo all together.
Yeah, I'd put that together.
Well, you just said you weren't going to put any puzzles
Yeah,
together.
It depends on what it is.
All right, okay. All right, so there you go. It's National Puzzle Day. I sent my mom, my cousin Allison, and my Aunt Connie puzzles for Christmas, just as a little something extra, a little 500-piece puzzle. And then my Aunt Connie apparently told me, don't ever send me one again.
We used to have a ton of puzzles when we were kids.
Yeah. But did you have like your own puzzle table and all that stuff? Like this is where we do the puzzles, or?
No, but my grandma would buy us puzzles.
There you go.
I remember we used to have this set. I don't know if it was like a book. It was like a puzzle book or something. And it was like a bunch of different animals.
So that'd be fun. That'd be good to do.
Yeah.
Well, my Aunt Connie, she said she loved it, but she got a little too into it where she was staying up until 2:00 in the morning putting this puzzle together. She's like, I cannot do that. Don't do that again to me, because I couldn't stop myself. I went, okay. But she really liked it when it came out. It looked very nice. So anyway, so it's National Puzzle Day, National Corn Chip Day. Now, we have some birthdays. Now, the big topic I want to get into is the greatest draft ever in the National Football League. We'll get to that in a moment. But how about this one? Moses Cleveland. Didn't know this. Born in 1754, died in 1806, founder of Cleveland, Ohio. Now, I know. I didn't realize Cleveland was just the namesake of Moses Cleveland. There you go. Mm-hmm. William McKinley from the state of Ohio, 25th president of the United States, born in 1843, died in 1901. W.C. Fields, comedian, pro juggler. He was big. He was a huge celebrity back in the day. Born in 1880, lived till 1946. Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey, born on this day, January 29th. In 1954, of course, the great talk show host and giver of gifts at her show. You get one, you get one, you get one, you get one. Everybody gets one. But then this one actually kind of hurts a little bit. If you're old enough to remember Magnum PI being on mainstream TV, it was on CBS. I think it was Wednesday nights maybe. And when it was on the first run, when it was first on, Tom Selleck, he was the big heartthrob guy on TV for a lot of people. It was like, he still may be. Still getting it done, that Tom Selleck. Good-looking fella. Good-looking fella. Magnum P.I., Tom Selleck, born in 1945. Wow. That can't be right. He can't be that old. Can he?
It's true.
Well, at least here it's true. Whew. That's one.
Time goes by.
Huh?
Time goes by.
It sure does. It sure does. So he started with Magnum PI. That was his really big. I love. Was it Mr. Baseball? I think it was Mr. Baseball. Mr. Baseball was a movie, and he was playing for the New York Yankees. Frank Thomas was the character, or his character replaced Tom Selleck. So he goes over to Japan to play, and it's all of the misadventures and everything when he's playing over there. Actually, really good, a nice movie. I really like that baseball movie. It was a good movie, and he was in that. But he's been on Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods been on forever.
Blue Bloods is a really good show.
It's a great show.
I think it just ended, or this is the last.
It's got to be the last season.
Yeah,
I mean, doesn't have to.
It's a good show though.
Law and Order SUV's gone on for a zillion years. SVU. What did I say? SUV? Well, they can drive around and pick up bad guys in the car. So Tom Selleck.
That's on its 26th season.
26th season. That's out of control. All right. Adam Lambert, lead singer for Queen now.
What?
Yeah, he took over for Freddie Mercury.
I didn't know that.
He's the guy that if they have concert or something, he's the guy.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. Singer, and
he's kind of wacko.
I'll tell you what though, he's a good singer, he's an artist, entertainer, So there you go. And this is a big one. Kansas in 1861. You know about this? Kansas in 1861 became the 34th state in the United States.
Yeah,
absolutely, you absolutely knew that. Or we could have been talking about Kansas and the band, and it would be.
I thought you were talking about the band, and then I was like, no, that's not right.
No, that's not right. Not for 1861. But here's a good one. Now, if you like some intense storytelling, and it's kind of scary, kind of Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh,
Edgar Allan Poe. His story, The Raven.
I've read it.
Oh, it's a great thing. It was published in 1845 in the Evening Mirror in New York. That's when that was published. Oh yes, what
are the other ones? Telltale Heart. Yeah.
Hitting the Pendulum. Raven. No. Oh yeah.
I don't remember that. I used to have to read. I had to read these in 7th grade.
Oh yeah. Same thing. I can't remember if it was.
I know it was Telltale Heart, The Raven. There's got to be other ones.
Hitting the Pendulum.
Never read that.
Scary. Some scary stuff. Some, like you just kind of go, wow. Uh-oh. Something's up. My son Ian just sent me a text that says, call me. What's it say? Let's see. Give me a call when you can. All right. So not that important. All right. So anyways, so we'll talk to him. But now Jordan, you have had the opportunity in your lifetime to see a number of Pittsburgh Steelers drafts.
Yes.
But you didn't see a draft like this. I didn't see a draft. Well, I was alive for it, but I didn't see it because the draft wasn't, on TV and all that stuff. But before we do that, how about this group of Hall of Famers in 1963? Pro Football Hall of Fame class: Jim Thorpe, Red Grange, George Halas. Some of the biggest names in NFL history. But there was just 3 going into the Hall of Fame that in 1963. 1974, maybe the greatest draft of all time for one team, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why? Why, pray tell? Why do you ask, Jordan? Here you go. 1974, drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hall of Famer Lynn Swann, wide receiver. Hall of Famer John Stallworth, wide receiver. Center Mike Webster, Hall of Famer. Jack Lambert, leader of the defense, linebacker, Hall of Famer. All drafted in the 1974 draft by the Pittsburgh Steelers. How good is that draft? That's pretty impressive. Oh, yeah, and by the way, just for a throw-in, Donnie Shell, safety, just went into the Hall of Fame, undrafted free agent. And he tells a story. He told actually when we did a special on the Hall of Fame when Donnie Shell was inducted. He went in and it was 5 Steel. I think it was 5. Well, it was a scout, and then Paul Muller went in, Alan Faneca went in, Bill Cowher went in, Donnie Shell went in, and I cannot think of the scout's name off the top of my head right now. I will think of it in moments, but. Anyways, I had the opportunity to talk to Donnie Shell, and I asked him about his journey to the Hall of Fame, and a lot of people said he should have been there a long time before, and he should have been. He unbelievable numbers at safety. And he said to me, I was asking him, how did he choose the Steelers? He was an undrafted free agent. And he originally, when he didn't get drafted, the Denver Broncos were hot and heavy after Donnie Shell to get him to go and play in Denver. And he had a friend of it, a coach that knew some of the Steelers and knew the Steelers organization and everything. And he said, you should really look at getting with the Steelers because they're going to be up and coming. And Donnie Shell went, okay. And on that bit of advice, he went to the Steelers and then became a part of 4 Super Bowl championship teams.
Look at that.
How about that for advice?
Mm-hmm.
How about that for advice? Now, the Steelers will draft, I believe it's 21st. This year?
Yeah, I think that's
so.
Right.
I don't know if they're going to get 4 Hall of Famers out of the draft, but that is an amazing draft. That is absolutely unbelievable. You look at those names, look at those players: Lynn Swann, Webster, Stallworth, Jack Lambert, Donnie Shell. Wow. And then you go, well, okay, then I can see why they won all those Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
And then you throw in Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw, Hall of Famer Franco Harris. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then like Mean Joe Green.
Mm-hmm.
So people and people did. They get tired of the Steelers of the 70s because they won all the time. And then once they retired, they all went to the Hall of Fame. And everyone went, well, they can't have everybody go to the Hall of Fame. Yeah. But they did. They had a lot of people in there. All right, Jordan. It is Pro Football Pro Bowl week. I literally looked over at Jordan and went, So
I don't.
The Pro Bowl?
I'm like, okay.
Well, it's not even a game anymore. It used to be a game. It used to be a game that actually mattered to guys because it really did because they got money. And then when guys weren't making a lot of money, they would go and you could get another, $25,000, $50,000 for playing in the game. If you won, I don't have the numbers exactly right, but if you won, maybe you got 25,000. If you lost, you got 15. So it made a difference. It was a big deal. Guys weren't making millions of dollars on contracts, and they got a free trip to go to Hawaii. So they actually play hard, and the games were actually pretty good and entertaining. Then all of a sudden, once everyone started making money, the players were like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I going to put myself at risk of getting hurt? And then it got to the point
where wouldn't it be the same weekend as the Super Bowl sometimes?
No. It was
never?
Always the week before.
Why did I think? Okay.
Well, now back in the day, I can't remember, but
because I thought people would like miss the Super Bowl because of the Pro Bowl.
No. Always you would miss the Pro Bowl because of the Super Bowl if your team got in.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay. So, but they go to Hawaii. Now they have a flag football game. They do the skills competition, and they have a pretty big crowd for it in Orlando.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
You go see the House of Mouse or whatever they call it down there, and then you go watch some pro football players running around. Playing flag football and everything. I mean, if you happen to be in the Orlando area,
yeah.
But that's not. I don't think you're making a trip for that one.
No.
I don't know. Maybe some people might. But I'll tell you what. They had a commercial on the other day for the game, and Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, are coaching the two teams for this flag football game.
Mm-hmm.
That place is packed. That stadium's packed with people.
Hmm.
The NFL just printing its own money. So I don't know, Jordan. I think the Pro Bowl flag football. Flag football is going to be an Olympic event here pretty soon. Did you ever think? Did you play flag football in high school or anything? Elementary school?
I don't recall.
Never
Probably,
played
but
flag
I
football
don't.
games?
I never. I know it doesn't.
Yeah, we used to play flag football. It was intramurals. Noel Wallace Elementary School. Let's go. We had our flag football teams. Or in gym, and you know, I couldn't tell you if we won or lost, but I remember we had fun. We had a good time. Flag football is fun. It's gonna be an Olympic event. I'm not sure, you know, it's really be an Olympic event, but they have breakdancing now as an Olympic event, which was a little controversial this year. Now, as I get into Olympic stuff, the Australian breakdancer that got in, she was just awful. But then she was, she was like, people wanted her banned and never be allowed. Oh yeah. But then other people were like, no, that was her routine. That's what she came up with. But it was just kind of this weird dance thing. But, you know, it has nothing to do with the Steelers' greatest draft ever. But
yeah, no.
I don't know. So Jordan, what it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. How do you feel about the rest of the week? Pretty excited about it?
You know, honestly, the past couple of weeks have gone by pretty fast to me.
They have. Oh, how about this? Next week, when we get back together for the next 9-minute Phill-Up or for the next newscast that we work on, what's next week? It's going to be February already.
Yeah.
January flew by.
No.
It was really cold.
No, January was really long.
Yeah. Oh, and what do we
what month of January are we on?
And we have what for January? What do we have? We have the sports News 9 Sports on the go tomorrow.
Correct.
That's Thursday at Seven Rangers Entertainment in Steubenville. If you want to be a part of the show, you chime it in. You take your phone.
Send a video, send a question.
Send a video, send a question. We'll make it a part of the show. We've got some big guests coming up that have local ties. We'll keep that.
We'll keep it a secret.
We'll keep it a secret till tomorrow. Maybe we'll announce it tomorrow morning on the 9-minute Phill-Up. But we want to do that. We want to have you out there. We're gonna, it's all kinds of good stuff going on. So we'll do that as well. But right now, I actually have an appointment I have to go to. I do.
Oh yes, you have to. Yeah,
it's the Coach for Kids.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. Can't thank everybody enough that has supported the Coach for Kids, Salvation Army, Cedar One Realty, WTOV 9, and there's a whole bunch of other companies that have been backing Coach for Kids for years, and we greatly appreciate it. But the leader of that group right now is Cedar One Group, and they have done a great job. Put a goal out there for $50,000 to be raised for Coach for Kids. And if you didn't think kids needed coats in the winter because it was getting warmer, well, this winter changed that because it is cold out. It's been cold out. So we have another, I think, check presentation again today. So I'm going to be heading up to do that. So I have to get on the move to make sure I'm not late for that. And again, if you have donated individually or as a company or whatever you've done, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. The WTOV 9 has been doing Coats for Kids for decades now. And we can't thank you enough. And the kids that are out there that have received coats back maybe in the 90s, I'm sure if you ask them now, they'd probably say, yeah, that was great that we got that. And one of the things, I talked to one of the members of the Salvation Army, Lieutenant Candy, who's from Moundsville area. That's where she's stationed, Ohio County, Marshall County, Wetzel County. She said the best part is when the kids get the coat and you see that smile because it's theirs and they have an opportunity to pick it out on the whole thing. So can't thank you enough for if you've donated or supported in the past or supporting it now. We can't thank you enough for doing that. So thank you. We are going to run so I can make sure I'm there on time. Remember the 2 rules, everybody. Have fun and always try your best. And again, thank you to Valley Converting being our sponsor for the 9-minute Phill-Up. Jordan, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too, Bill.
Do you think Milltown got a no? Not yet.
I think they're
Groundhog,
done. No more groundhogs in Milltown. Gotta go.
We may have to revisit that. All right, we gotta go. Talk to you later, everybody. Have a great day.